Hi guys, welcome to Life on the Stanny Side. Welcome back. Hope you guys are good and hope you guys are safe and well and healthy and all of that good stuff. So as you can see by the title, I am doing my 6-month update here in Jamaica. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a few things. I kind of wrote a little list on my phone so that I don't go and waffle on about nonsense. So yeah, how is it going for me? Well, as you guys, some of you may know if you've watched our previous videos, but my sister is obviously in London at the moment, so it's just me. So I did come down with my twin sister, but she had to go back to London real quick, but she should be back here soon. So yeah, it's just me, and it's alright. It's definitely different being here by myself. I have been here by myself, but it was just for like a 2-week holiday, so you know, it was just, you know, that was it really. But being here now, how long have I been here? I think over a month now, definitely over a month now here by myself. But you know, obviously I'm staying with family right now, so it's not really that bad. I'm kind of close to some of my friends, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of getting myself situated right now in terms of like, I don't know, I guess getting back into a routine, because in Mandeville I was, you know, in a routine, and you know, I was kind of just, you know, I was getting to the point where I knew what I was doing. So now being in Kingston is it's different, and Kingston itself is way different to Mandeville, so I'm still trying to get used to, you know, Kingston lifestyle, city lifestyle. I can definitely say though I do prefer country. Yeah, so it's great. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Yeah, I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. So yeah, has my opinion changed about being in Jamaica or moving to Jamaica? And the answer to that question is no, it hasn't. I feel the exact same way about moving to Jamaica as I did when I first wanted to move, which is probably about 4 years ago now. I like got the idea that I wanted to, you know, start moving. That's kind of when I started making plans. But yeah, no, my plan and my opinion has not changed whatsoever. I love being here. I love Jamaica. Yeah man, this is where I want to be. A lot of people kind of get confused at why I want to be here so bad and why I love it here so much, but yeah, the lifestyle that I want to live, I cannot do that in London. So being here is, you know, I'm gonna take the good and the bad, I'm gonna take it all, and just make it work. So yeah, my opinion has definitely not changed. I love it here. Alright, so the pros and cons. So some of the pros and cons that I have realised since being here for 6 months. So I have been here for 6 months before. This was in about 2018 to 2019. I was here, me and my sister was here for 6 months. So it has been different this time around, obviously. But we have done this length of time before. But what I can say now, knowing that being here is going to be more permanent, is that there's a few things that we probably didn't really think about as much. Maybe we should have, especially one recently being healthcare. My sister is not like a sickly person or anything, but she does have like, sorry I'm baiting you out, but she does have like asthma and, you know, those kind of like small problems ish. But you know, things that I guess require medication and things like that are more expensive here and maybe not as easy to get. And you know, especially if you are someone that has medication that is ongoing or something like that, look into that before you come here, and see what you can do to kind of, you know, help yourself out so that you don't kind of get stuck. For me, you know, I'm cool. You know, so I guess I'm not really thinking too much about healthcare, but definitely getting insurance is a good thing to do. Someone in one of our actual subscribers told us that we should look into healthcare, and I guess we didn't really think about that at first, but now that everything has happened, definitely gonna look into healthcare and seeing what options we have available for us and what would work for us and stuff like that. What else? Cons, I guess. An inconvenient is sometimes being here can be inconvenient in the sense where London has a lot of stuff, you know, it just has a lot. I guess right now in lockdown we have actually more things to do and more shops open and more things available. But I don't know, just like in London there's a variety of things that you can get there. You don't have to really go out of your way to search for certain things, and things are just readily available for you, which we don't really have here, and sometimes can be quite annoying because you know you just want something and you just can't get it. It's just, sometimes it can be frustrating, but I think it teaches you patience. It also teaches you to just work with what you have and what you can get. So I wouldn't really say it's a con per se, but sometimes it can be frustrating. What else? Cons. Honestly, there really isn't that many cons for me. I think coming here, I knew certain things, like it's not London, you know, and I think some people come here with the mindset that it's going to be like London but just hot, and it's really not like that at all. So yeah, the pros for me is living in an environment that I want to be in. I am someone who is big on nature, heavy on, you know, just being in the environment that I'm supposed to be in. So that is a pro for me. I love waking up, seeing the sun, even when it's rainy. I don't mind. Like, I love it. I love being able to pick my own food off the tree. I love being able to just go out and just feel good. Like, I just feel good. Like, I feel good. And even the days that I don't feel so good, like, being here makes it just that little bit better, you know, for me. So yeah. What else? Pros: being able to spend time with my aunt, because she's the last one of that generation, and she's actually the only one here in Jamaica as well. So being able to kind of spend some quality time with her. She's my great aunt, so yeah, she's my grandma's sister. So yeah, being able to spend time with her, I'm really just appreciating that and really thankful for that, because I kind of get some of those last memories of her, because she is 89, so you know, she could live for another 100 years, but you know, she's getting to the point where now, you know. So I appreciate the time that I can kind of spend here with her and make her happy as well, because she doesn't really have that much family and friends, and obviously now Corona, and she's actually gone to church today, so you know, I told her, you know, just go, you'll feel better for it. So yeah. Pros as well, I think, if anything, like in terms of me being here, especially me being here by myself right now, I have definitely grown as a person. I'm way more confident, way more independent, and I have always been those things, but I have also suffered with, like, not say suffered, but had like social anxiety and just general anxiety, and I used to hate going out. Like, I would want my sister to come to work with me. If she could come to work with me, I would literally want her to come to work with me. I just like company. I like company. I actually like being alone, but I love company when I'm going out. On the bus, train, anywhere, I just would want someone to be next to me. And now I'm just like, if I want to go out, I just go out and I feel fine. Like, I could honestly right now say, like, I wanted to go somewhere where I have not been before. I would not suggest that, but I would feel comfortable enough to do that. You know, I wouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, So yeah, I've definitely grown as a person. I've grown into myself a bit more and trusted myself, and like, I'm trusting myself more that I've got this, you know, and I don't really need the support of anyone, not in that way, but you know, I don't need to rely on anyone to help me out. Like, I can kind of do it by myself, and I've got it, you know, I'm capable enough. But just over the last kind of like few weeks, I've just been realizing that like, I'm really here, and I'm just gonna do whatever I can to make this experience for me be the best experience. You know, I'm 24, I'm still young, I still have my life ahead of me, and I'm just really thankful that I can, like, that I trusted myself enough to take the step. And a lot of people in the comments and the subscribers have been saying, like, you know, that they wanted to move and they're thinking about moving, and like, that we're so brave that we moved. And honestly, like, I don't see it as bravery, because even like family is like, oh my gosh, you're really moving and stuff, and it's just, you know, when you just, something, it feels right, it just feels natural, like a rite of passage. Like, I've always, you know, this is just it for me. Like, I don't belong in London, I don't belong there at all, and it just feels right. Being here feels right. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I love being here. So yeah, I guess next steps for me right now is just growing more and focusing on my career, focusing on just making this experience great, you know, and just learning, because I feel like in London, I don't know, I just feel like it's grey, stiff, rigid, like I don't know how to explain it. And then being here is just it's full of life. And I think for me, being in Jamaica is just true, like it's real, like people are real, the people here are real, the experience here is real. It's just lively in every sense of the word. Like, as much as Jamaica has its faults, and people will say like crime and, you know, education and healthcare, and they pick out all of these things, but you know, London is not paradise, you know, it's not perfect either. And so I guess it depends on the lifestyle that you want to live, and if you prefer London, that good for you. Good for you, but that wasn't for me, and I didn't want to stick around just because healthcare is better and education is better. Like, if you want this, then you will make that work. You will make healthcare work, you will make education work for you, and make it better so that the people after you, or the people that are around you, can benefit from, you know, your ideas. Because you, being from London and the States and wherever, you have that kind of upper hand where you were able and you were exposed to different things, whereas some people here are not exposed to. So you can bring that knowledge and bring it here and build up Jamaica if that's what you want to do, if you do want to be here like I do. So I'm gonna take what I have, the knowledge that I have, and make it work here. So yeah, you know, that's all I have to say. A funny thing is, actually, my mum the other day, she put a story, because my mum is Jamaican born, she's actually born in Kingston, but she moved, I'm not sure, she was really young, but she moved to London when she was a baby, pretty much. But she doesn't have her passport, so yeah, especially right now with all the restrictions, it's quite hard. She does want to come down, but it's quite hard for her, so she is doing her passport right now along with her brother and my other older sister. So yeah, so she actually put that on her WhatsApp story, and a lot of people got back to her and kind of was interested in getting their passports. And it's just crazy now to see like how everyone is just, you know, appreciating that, you know, getting their passports and getting their citizenships. And I think as well, it's just having that backup, because the way things are going right now, I think, you know, you need it. If you can, I would suggest. Thank you. Yeah, it's not a lot. If you can afford it, it's what, just over £100, you know. So I think if you can afford it, it's a good thing to have. It's a reassurance for you as well, and just knowing that, okay, if the restrictions does get that bad, that you can say like, okay, I'm a citizen for this place. So if they are allowing citizens from a certain country, then you can say, all right, I have my passport, you know. So yeah, any of you guys out there who are thinking about it, I'm just gonna tell you guys, go for it. We're in 2021, we don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I hope I haven't rambled on too much. I hope that's a good update. I'm not really sure. I mean, all I can say is I love it here, I love being here, I do not regret moving. Yeah, and if you guys are thinking about moving, just think about what you really want, and if it's something that you want to do, take the risk, because wherever you're from is always going to be there, and you know, you can't get back the time. So, you know, if you can, go for it. Stop thinking so deeply into it. If you want to move back to where where you was born, then you can do that. It's not a problem. So yeah, thank you guys for listening if you got all the way to the end, because I probably have rambled. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you guys for sticking with us for the 6 months through all of the craziness. I'm honestly really trying to upload at least once a week, because it's tough out here, because we're not really actually, I'm not doing much. So yeah, I hope you guys stay safe out here as always. Like, comment, share, subscribe, press the notification bell so you guys know when we post a video. Stay safe and stay tuned. Peace guys.